Good afternoon, my stamping friends. It's Leslie with LuvINK&Paper, and I'll just leave that there for a second. I'm still working on this probably. I may leave it all the way through the beginning of the new mini catalog and celebration, which are starting. I'm very sure that it is January 4th. Let me just grab those catalogs. My boxes, my cases of catalogs came the other day. So let's see. The January to April mini catalog goes live January 4th. So that's what this looks like. And then celebration is from the 4th of January to the 29th of February. We get one extra shopping day. Yay! Anyway, if you are in the United States and you don't have a demonstrator and you would like these catalogs, just message me or email me or something, and I will be happy to get them to you. All right. And if you purchased from me in the last 6 months, they should be arriving in your mailbox soon if they have not already. All right, so we'll tuck those over there. So we'll leave this over here. And my letter carrier, in the midst of yesterday's rain, left these for me. Actually, two of these. So this is the December 2023 All the Best kit. And let's take a look. All right, so our Stampin' Spot this month is Pebbled Path. And you'll remember that I often just swap out my bigger pad just because it's easier when I'm demonstrating. And if this was your very first kit, you'd get a block. Or when you got your very first kit, you got a size D block. And remember also that I use my more ergonomic blocks, and often in different sizes that are available in my online store. Okay, so here is our stamp set. Some nice greetings. Hello, friend. Wishing you all the best. 1,000 good luck wishes. Okay, and then the dandelion things that you can. Have you ever done that as a kid? When the dandelions go to seed and they're the little puffy and you blow. Yeah, my mother sent me a picture of a dandelion in that state because when I was a child, I was holding the dandelion very close to my mouth, and I went to take a really big breath in through my mouth and sucked all the dandelion fuzz into my mouth. It was gross. We won't talk about what happened because of that texture in my mouth and everything. Anyway, suffice it to say, I've been very careful when blowing dandelions to take the breath before I got it too close to me. Anyway, are you all putting a picture of that in your head? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's move the box out of the way. And let's unwrap our package here. I'm just going to put that stamp set right there on my stamp pad. Oh, I'm loving it already. So pretty. Some people are like, why are we getting such a springy looking one now? Well, there was a time when the December kit was a calendar of some sort, and that seemed to be something that not everybody was fond of. So Stampin' Up has tried to listen and given you something different. So let's open this up. Already I can see that we got tear and tape as part of our adhesive, and it looks like there's some dimensionals in there. So let's carefully open this up and take a look. All right. And here we go. Get rid of all that plastic. All right, so we got our tear and tape. have our little baggie of goodies. Oh, a few little glue dots. We must not need very many. And our dimensionals and some really pretty blue gems with facets. So they have texture. They're not smooth. That's fun. All right, ooh, look at these pretty envelopes. Yeah, we'll be cutting those up for sure. Have you ever seen or tried doing this? This is a really fun technique. I will have to get some kosher salt and do that with you guys. If you do a watercolor wash and then sprinkle, you can use table salt, but the thick, coarse kosher salt works best. And you sprinkle it on and you get these incredible markings where the water and the salt interact. It's really cool. Anyway, so that's that. So yeah, we'll be cutting apart. So all the envelopes are the same. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think if I counted correctly, there are 9 envelopes, which should mean we have 9 card bases. Let's see if that's true. 1, 2, 3. 3 of that design. So yeah, I'm going to guess that we've got 3 each of 3 designs. Ooh, aren't those pretty? Okay, sometimes they tuck them in between. So I love that Stampin' Up! Gives us these both sides, but to me it feels like a huge waste. Like, who's going to look at the back of their card and see this beautiful thing? So I will pretty much guarantee that when I do my alternates, these will all get cut apart. Because I can make many, many more cards if I do that. So, just saying. Be aware. That's probably what's going to happen for me. And we've talked in my other videos that a package of thick white, or you could look on if you get the kit, you could look on the back for your coordinating colors. This time, the balmy blue, the crushed curry, the old olive, pebbled path would all be excellent card base colors. Okay. So we'll get to those directions in just a minute. So some more labels and things with that pretty gold foil. Ooh, isn't that a pretty one? These I might leave as is. Okay, because I don't hate having a solid back. All right, but I could still cut them apart. These other ones will definitely get cut apart. Okay, and some beautiful, these are not die cut. These are designed to be an entire layer on a card. Okay, but I may cut them apart. Not sure how that will go. You also have a box to put these in. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I think cards make a great gift. My mother and my sister and my sister-in-law all love getting my cards as Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or whatever gifts that I send. And, you know, I have had them call me and say, so that box of cards you gave me is almost empty. I said, so what you're saying is for the next gift-giving occasion, I should get another box of cards together. Yeah, that'd be great. So don't underestimate the value of handcrafted cards as a gift. Okay, so the box just folds really easily like that. And then you have this fun little belly band. And it is scored. I'm not going to score this end because I may end up using it. But if you decide to use it as the belly band, it would just wrap around your box like that. Okay. I'm going to tuck that box over there. some little gold foil dandelions. Looks like they're going here. Some beautiful die cuts. And I'm guessing on these we used 2 of these arcing ones per card. So again, you don't usually get, unless they have extra space, you don't usually get a whole lot of extra die cuts, but you do always get at least 1 extra of anything that you stamp on, so you have 1 do-over. Okay. All right, so there's the cardboard, which is a great place if you don't have grid paper. Another great add-on, by the way, grid paper. But if you don't have grid paper, the cardboard that comes in your kit is a fabulous place to like practice and make sure you've got the stamp lined up the way you want or whatever. Okay. All right, so here are our directions. Let's open it up and see what is what. And we'll sort our pieces and do 1 of each as is really quickly. All right, so here's my sort. Here's our box. Okay, I'm not going to do that part, but I will do these. So we have 1. So we have this card base. Okay. And it gets 1 of the square labels. Okay. Let's see what else it gets. It gets 1 of the little, whoops, where'd they go? Here they are. Oh, I have a tickle in my nose. I hope I don't sneeze. All right, it gets 1 of the little gold foil dandelions. And it gets 1 of these dandelions. I think. Yep. Okay. And then we'll add, we've got some dimensionals and some gems and all of that good stuff. All right, so there's 1. So our next one is this card base. Which gets, oh, it gets this whole layer. This one. It gets the bigger dandelion down here. Like that. And, oh, it gets the banner label. There we go. All right, and that's all of that one. All right, so let's go to this one with the oval opening. We'll probably do them in reverse order because I've now stacked them this way. All right, so we're gonna need 2 of these arcing ones. Oh, you know what? We might end up with an extra one of these. Because I think they fit 2 on each sheet, and we only need 1. So I'm thinking we're going to end up with actually 3 extras of these, which is kind of cool. All right, so we are here. Oh, we need the big round that goes in the center, but we're going to build around. Okay. There we go. So we're going to build around that. Okay. A little tear and tape and some dimensionals. All right, so everything else I can tuck away for the moment. All right, so let's just slide these over here and let's find all right. So, looks like 1,000 good luck wishes is our first sentiment. And because sometimes the paper pumpkin stamps have a little bit of a film, actually any of the photopolymers sometimes have that, so I'm going to give it a good rub. Now sometimes I will even take like a adhesive remover and just rub those a little bit to rough up the... So if you're finding that your stamp is not stamping real well, or the ink seems like it's beading up on there, it could be that there's a little bit of a film from the process that happens in creating those stamps. All right, so we are looking at, oh, whoops, I was doing that for number 2. Thank goodness Hello Friend is going to fit on this smaller block. All right. Whoops. I wondered why I was seeing some of these things. Oh, goodness. I woke up about 4:30 this morning and never went back to sleep. So, you know, bear with me. I could, you know, just having a little moment there. All right. So, there's that. And since I have some left over, I'm not going to open that tear and tape just yet. All right, so we're going to stamp that. Now, sometimes, okay, it looks like I'm going to aim right for the middle. Sometimes these pieces from Stampin' Up! In the paper pumpkin kits hold ink or accept ink a little bit differently than our basic white cardstock. So if you're used to the basic white and having it dry right away, you may be a little bit surprised that sometimes, there's something on that stamp pad, you may be a little bit surprised that it doesn't dry immediately on these pieces, so you want to be careful about that. You don't want to smudge. So I sometimes do that piece first and then do some of my other things. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go right for that middle and just give it a second and come straight up. All right, let's cover that up so I don't put something in it, which has been known to happen. I'm sure I can't possibly be the only one, right? All right, so I'm seeing dimensionals on the back of these, and it's looking like one here and a couple here. I think I can kind of sneak them and spread them out just a little bit so that they balance on the card a little bit better. Okay, and I have some mini ones here. If you feel like you want some on some smaller spots and you don't happen to have the minis, although you may from another kit, just snip the edges off. And then you can have those little ones for a smaller space, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one right there. All right, so that's that. And then that appears to be dry. So we'll put a little bit of tear and tape across the top and the bottom, like that. Now this card base is designed to go in a landscape format. Okay, I didn't grab my bone folder. Did you know you have a folding device at the end of your hand? Yeah, you do. So it's okay. But I will grab my bone folder because when you put tear and tape on, if you burnish it on really, really well like this, oops, it comes off a whole lot easier. All right. There. Okay. All right. So, I'm just gonna put this right in the middle of my card. Like that. Then I'm going to remove the dimensional backs. There we go. And looks like we're having one go kind of like this. So you want some of the gold to show, and you definitely don't want this hanging over your edge, okay? Then I'm going to grab this one. And this one's going to kind of go the other way, like that. Now, there is a space, so I'm kind of feeling like this is okay, but I'm going to just pull it back just a teeny bit more. I just want to see a little bit more of that gold, like that. There we go. Okay. And then it's looking like we're going to use some of our little dots. I may not use them quite in the same places. I'm not sure. They've got them right on the flowers, and I'm not 100% sure I like that look. So I am going to grab my Take Your Pick tool that is right over here. This is another great tool if you do paper pumpkin. Really, they're designed so all you need is a pair of scissors. But having a few extra tools, and this one is great, help a lot, I think. So let's put one of our big ones right here. And I think I'm just going to concentrate kind of right in the center and maybe out just a little bit. I don't know that I'm going to use all 5. I think I'm going to go with 3. I think I'm going to put a little one right here, and then another little one down over here. Maybe I'll tuck it right there. Yeah, I like that. So we have our sort of triangle, we have our odd number, but I'm saving a few extras just because I may want them somewhere else. So there is their card number 3. It's the first one we did, but it's their card number 3. Let me just set that off to the side over there. And let's talk about card number 2. So this is when we needed my other greeting. All right, here's where we need the 1,000 good luck wishes. And which way are we going? This way, okay. All right, looks like right pretty much in the middle of this. Sometimes they want you to one side or the other because you're going to tuck something underneath or something like that. But this one looks like we're just going pretty much right in the center of that. Okay. There's those. And that's all of our stamping, so I'm going to go ahead and close that again so we don't have Pebbled Path ink everywhere. All right. So this is the one that gets the big layer, all right? And this is our front. Okay. So it's showing the lighter part towards the bottom, okay, and the more blue, the balmy blue, up at the top. All right. So then I'm going to grab this, and we're going to use this, and this is just going to get some tear and tape right across the top and the bottom. Now this is super strong adhesive, so you don't need probably quite as much as they're showing, but that's okay. Okay, and we'll grab my bone folder and rub that. I'm going to make sure that it's flat here. There. Sorry if I'm sniffly. I've been fighting a little cold, I think. Better today than yesterday, so that's good. Okay. Then we're going to put some dimensional. We need some of those dimensionals because we need this. All right, so I'm just using up. These probably came in a kit or something because they're bigger than our typical. But dimensionals are another thing that you can get in the online store. And they just add that little bit of pizzazz to your card. All right, so we need a couple up on the flower. And one down here in the stem, and I think I'm going to take one of those minis and put it out here on that. I think that'll do it. All right, so we want to get the flower on first. So sometimes it's important to kind of look. So they want this to go up over the stem, so it's best if you put this on first. So I'm going to just push my nail into that, and it just pops those dimensional backs right off. There we go. And we're going to just tuck this right in here, like that. And then we're going to take these dimensional backs off and add this. Like that. Then we're going to grab our little blue. And again, they're looking for 5. I'm not sure I feel like I need 5. So we're going to start with a big blue one right up here. That they did show. And then we're going to take a little one. Whoops. My putty is a little funky. I think we're going to put one of these little ones down here. And then I think we'll add one here, and I might see if I can get this one. I didn't push real hard, so let's see if I can get it up. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I can get that adhesive off. Ah, ha, ha, I did it. All right, so I want this out just a little farther, I decided. So that gives us, it's still, I forgot the geometry word, scalene. I don't know. It's still a pretty low angled, small angled triangle, but I think it still works. So I think we're good. And I am gonna just, yeah, I did make a little mark with my putty, so I'm gonna just see if I can get that off of there. Yep, all set. So that is card number 2. All right, let's see card number 1. All right, so we're gonna clean off this greeting and put it back here, and then we're gonna get the wishing you all the best right here, this nice big greeting, which will fit in that square label very nicely. Okay, so let's get that on there. All right. There we go. We'll just rough that up a little bit. And that should be good. Here are all our parts. Well, these have little bitty gold foil dots on them. That's very pretty. Yeah, I definitely think that we're going to be doing some cutting apart for sure. All right. So let's get this inked up. All right. So we're going to aim right for the middle. Like this. Hey, looking pretty good. All right. Close this up. All right. Oh, there's where we're going to use one of our glue dots. I see. Where did those go? They are back here. Okay. So I see why. So this piece, this small one, is going to get a glue dot. Here. And this is going to get a dimensional here. And maybe I think we'll sneak a mini right down. Can I hide it? Yeah, that's not showing. All right, and then this is also going to have dimensionals. Okay, there. So So we have this. All right, so this is going to go not too high, but pretty close to the center. And this is going to tuck I think I want this over a little farther. Yeah, they show it over to one side, and I didn't do it that way. So I actually want it farther over here, because I want this in there like that. Okay, and then this gets to go like this. Okay, yep, that works. All right, and so this one is only showing 3. So one big one here, and then 2 little ones, one here, and one down here. I'm just going to put that over there. All right, so that, except for the box, that gets you, that shows you one of each of those cards. So let's bring those all back. Okay. Here they are. Are they pretty? I really like this kit, and I can see that I can make lots of extra cards using these bases and cutting them apart. So come on back in, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. Might be tomorrow sometime. I'll try and let you guys know. But definitely this week sometime. And we will get some alternates done. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I hope if this kit arrived in your mailbox, you have some fun ideas to start with, some tips to get started, and don't use it all up, because we'll be doing some alternates soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.